We have one more question there.
Thank you to the panel on the stage for this insightful and interesting discussion. And I have a question, I have a comment rather than a question, but I'll be glad and grateful if you could give me a comment to the audience. I'm Sang-kyung from the Asia+Europe Foundation, which is the only public institution under the Asia+Europe meeting. So I could sense from the reaction from the audience that audience is not familiar with the ASEM and equally with ASEM. But we've been talking about the visibility of Australia in the realm of the Asia+Europe meeting by regional collaborations. I would like to give you some examples of what Australia can do to increase its visibility, especially in the cultural area. Through the Asia+Europe Foundation, we do not really represent a particular country's or state's national interest, but in the public diplomacy or soft way of diplomacy, any organization, civil society organizations or network of artists could work together with ASEM to organize certain projects or events. So this organization could host the event in Australia, so it could give some visibility to the country. And at the same time, there is a very political level that we play, as mentioned by the ambassadors. There are bilateral summits, biannual summits happening in Asia, Europe, and rotating every 2 years. But there are also ministerial meetings, and currently there are some different types of ministerial meetings that include culture, of course, and environment, education, and so forth. So what the Australian government can do is also to make some initiative at the governmental level to host the cultural ministerial meeting, for example, one day, or take the leadership to provide certain funding through the Asia+Europe Foundation or any other form. The example of the Japanese government does at the Asia+Europe meeting, and I run this public health project for the Asia+Europe Foundation. They took the initiative for the Asia+Europe Foundation to work on the public health area for a certain period of time with a certain amount of funding. And what we do for this project is we put the sponsor, or this project is funded by the government of Japan for every project and for every communication materials that we produce. And as much excited as we were about Australia joining the ASEM in 2010, to be honest, Australia has been a bit quiet and slow. But it was cultural exchange department among the 3 different program departments within the organization: cultural exchange, people-to-people exchange, and intellectual exchange. It was a cultural exchange department who actually participated in this international cultural conference that took place in September or October in 2010 here in Melbourne, and they organized a side event within the program. So it is the area that Australia could play the leading role, I believe, and I hope the Australian government, as well as this broad range of networks of artists and practitioners you have, could play the role, especially in the culture. Thank you very much.
I think we've been indicated. I think we are out of time. So, look, thank you very much for sitting with this. Thank you very much to our speakers, Patrick Brenner, David Daly, Leslie Orway, and David Pledger. Thank you very much to you for your attention in this. I don't know whether we've sort of cracked any atoms, but I think we've made a few sort of atoms nervous. I also wanted to just thank the team that put this on, Lydia Teixeira and the teams from Not Yet It's Difficult, for their hard work in getting this event happening. Also want to thank the International Development Team from the Australia Council for the Arts, the Career Arts Management, the Arts House in the City of Melbourne, and also for the technical team, Gary, Chris, and the people from Optical Audio for making this both audible and broadcastable. So thank you very much. Thank you.